Okay, so today's stick is the Tabak Especial, Negra States, Negra, Toro, 6x52. Big old cigar. Big old stick. Fuzzy foot, again. Nice dark wrapper. You may notice from the background, we got hit with snow yesterday. It snowed steadily all day long, but total accumulation was not as much as was expected. It snowed from about 3:45 a.m. till about 4 or 5, somewhere in there, p.m. Just a steady snowfall, but roads are clear. Not much snow to shovel off or move. Strong wind blowing, so I'm guessing a lot of it ended up in drifts. But it is a nice day, and it's a nice day to go for a drive and enjoy this. As I said, the leaf is dark, toothy as all get out, just oily, looks so delicious. And of course, that coffee aroma, that coffee infusion aroma. It smells so much like dark chocolate, baker's chocolate. And I believe I've done a couple of other Tabak Especials, so they're known. And one of my favorite lines in Drew Estates. I'm going to buy a box of these. Maybe not a full Toro like this. Maybe something a bit smaller, but anyway, this is what we got to smoke today. So let us remove the footband using the ever popular cold steel plastic knife. Scottish skin dew, I guess is what it's called. But anyway, there we go. Like, nice. Look at that big fuzzy foot. Sweet tip. Possibly the whole thing is sweet. Certainly the tip is. Oh my goodness, where's my... There's my gear. Okay. Nice cut. Just my favorite cut. There are some sizes and shapes that you can't do this with, but when you can do it with much larger cigars like these, I enjoy doing it. And in fact, the majority of my cigar smoking is at least 48 and above ring size. And I think the 48 is just about the smallest size that I would use a punch on, but I wouldn't use that punch. I have a Ford Jet Flame lighter that has a flip open small ring cutter, very small, much smaller than this, that I can use on a 48. I find I like the larger ones on the larger ones. Anything above 50, I use my Cigars International keychain, although I don't carry it on a keychain because this falls out too easy and is lost too easy. So basically just keep it in my humidor. Alright, well, let's give this a light. This lighter's been out here in the cold. I've had it sitting under my knee for the last few minutes. Is this one dead? Oh, this one's dead. Well, what do you know about that? Well, today will be an exercise in improvise, adapt, and overcome. Good old Bic lighter. And as you notice, this one is, first of all, bright blue and has a few wraps of duct tape wrapped around it. Now, the duct tape is on there not so that you can have some duct tape that you can use to repair things, although you can't use it for that, obviously. That's there to be tinder. This is a fire starting kit. Remove the spring. You don't need that thing. Get something that is a highly visible color so that if you drop it, you can see it, pick it up, even in low light. Wrap some duct tape around it, take this off in thin strips, crumple it up a little bit. That stuff will burn and it will catch quickly. And even when these things go completely out, they no longer have fluid in them, they will still spark, so you can still make a flame. You can still start a fire. So let's try. I've done this before. Done this with matches. Trying to toast that in. Apparently, what you're really supposed to do is get the end completely flamed up, completely burning before you even take that first draw, because that first draw you want to be not the whatever it is that you're burning, but it's getting pretty singed. Let's give it a draw. I believe that's fully lit. Anyway, yeah, notes of chocolate, dark chocolate, right up front, dark roast coffee. Which, come to think of it, the only espresso I've ever drank was cold espresso, the stuff they sell. It was Black Rifle Company's brand, or it might have been Starbucks, I forget. But anyway, it was an espresso, cold espresso. Whether that's formulated differently because it's going to be cold, I don't know. But one of these days I'm going to have a genuine espresso, find out what that is supposed to be all about. Some Cuban coffee. other exotic coffee drinks from around the world. Sound like they'd be interesting. Yes, this is burning pretty good. And just a taste, that background flavor of tobacco is really in the background. I mean, it is sweet. Kind of not quite as lame, but somewhat similar to a Hershey's dark chocolate. It's just dark enough to be darkened, but it's still sweet. Much prefer, anything above 75%, 80%. Much prefer the much more bitter, less sweet chocolate. It's really bright out. Where are my shades? What kind of condition are they in? They are pretty gunky. Yeah, this is an enjoyable cigar. I mean, this would be something like a daily, or at least an every other day. Great breakfast cigar, dessert cigar. Maybe something smaller and shorter for breakfast. Something about this size for after dinner. Late night snack. Yeah, this is a cigar you would think in terms of food or after food. Pair well with all kinds of desserts and other things that we consider to be snacks. All things I have to give up now that my A1C is above 8. So, got to work on getting it back down below 7. Which I've done before, so do it again. So